Next up, we're talking about the just announced next installment of one of Xbox's biggest racing series, Forza Horizon 4. After an unbelievable trailer at the press conference earlier, we're excited to welcome creative director at Playground Games and new Microsoft Studio employee, I guess, Ralph Fulton. Ralph, great to have you with us, man. So first of all, I got to say, very cool to be officially in the Microsoft family, working on, of course, Forza Horizon 4. And Phil teased you got another game, right?
That's right. I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. Phil announced earlier today that we're part of the Xbox family, which we're thrilled about. I think it will allow us to do even more and even better games. And yeah, Phil talked about what we're going to be doing in the future. We will talk much more about that when the time comes.
We're not revealing it right now.
No, I mean, today we're here to talk
it's all Forza.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, and you guys, you know, I think people might have guessed that would have been one of the announcements because you can sort of set your watch to a new Forza, you know, the alternating, years with Horizon and the mainline game. But this, honestly, don't tell Dan, but this is really my favorite franchise. You guys have so much fun with it, more arcadey, more fun. Being set in Britain looks incredible, and you had the seasons as you brought to life. I was sitting there in the press conference. I got my leaf that fell from the ceiling.
Yeah, that was a moment, wasn't it?
That's my memento. I posted it. I got my own leaf. It'll be on eBay soon. But
we need that back, actually.
I was gonna say it's like it's all part of the experience. So tell us. I mean, you know, every year or every 2 years, you guys do one of these games. What did you want to do this year? It feels like the setting and the seasons are a big part of the experience and the gameplay, right?
They are. They're two of the three big ideas in this game, and those two go really hand in hand.
Yeah.
I think it's probably fair to say that we wouldn't have done Britain if we weren't doing dynamic seasons. And once we knew we were doing dynamic seasons, then Britain was the perfect location to set this game in. Yeah. Obviously, we're from Britain. Playground is based in the UK. A lot of our team, you know, everyone lives there. A lot of the team grew up there as well. That puts the pressure on us quite a lot. I think as a result, it's probably the most authentic world we've ever built. But yeah, dynamic seasons is the thing, to your question, that we set out at the start that we wanted to do. It's something we've looked at a couple of times before on previous projects. We haven't done it because it's a really hard thing to do, it turns out. Yeah. You know, we're building a world the size of Horizon 3's Australia, but we're doing it 4 times over, like 4 completely different seasons in terms of visuals, in terms of audio, in terms of gameplay, in terms of driving experience. It's a lot of work. But we took on that work, we embraced the British location, and we're delighted with the results.
Yeah, no, it looks incredible, and you get close to home, so it's easier to take the reference photos, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So a bit of a change there. So normally at the start of a project, we send a smallish team out to some exotic place like Australia, and they go for a bit, and they come back, and we have videos and we have photographs. Yeah. A couple of things are different. We sent the whole team out to different parts of the UK this time, which is great. Yeah. But we had to do it in all 4 seasons. So we've been doing reference and research as recently as last month.
Wow.
You know, to start getting the start of the British summer, which we got, you know, a bunch of last year, but just to get those final bits of reference so that the game is as authentic as possible.
Wow, well, it looks incredible, looks great. I got to ask you about the music, because I always love what you guys do with the soundtrack. What can we expect for music this time around?
Yeah, music is incredibly important to Horizon, as you know. Yeah. We're doing a bunch of things. We're going to be talking about our radio stations, how they line up, and what's exactly going to be on them further into the summer. But on the show floor this week, you're going to see our demo that people are playing right now across the road. And we've actually had that soundtracked exclusively by a British artist, Fred V and Graphics.
Wow.
They've written all the music right the way through, really composed it, scored it to the action, and that's working out really well for us.
Yeah, no, I said that. I love the energy and the vibe of it. And let's talk about, Forza. Every year there's a car. You didn't have a car on stage this year, which was the first.
There kind of wasn't time to do that, right? We had to rattle through so much.
I was gonna say, but what's sort of the featured car this year in the game?
Well, it's this one here, actually, as we look at it. So this is the brand new McLaren Senna. Yeah. It is kind of the ultimate road/track car. Our partnership with McLaren has been going back a number of years. You might remember we worked with them on Forza Motorsport 5 back at the start of this generation. And this is their latest and greatest. We have had amazing access, not just to all the cars in their range, but specifically to this one. Yeah. We've been out driving it, we've been recording it for sound. I think we've got the handling, and certainly they tell us we've got the handling pretty close to real life, and we're delighted to have it on our cover.
You've had the pleasure of driving these cars.
So I actually did get the opportunity to drive a couple of
course
McLarens
you did.
recently.
Yeah.
It was not a terrible way to spend an afternoon, I can reveal.
No, you guys have fun building these games, and I love that it's close to home, and yeah, it looks beautiful. I mean, you know, visually it's always absolutely stunning, but it looks like you said, I love the seasons, and yeah, snow, rain. I was worried we were gonna get rained on in the middle of the press conference. I'm like, there are the leaves. I'm like, is the rain coming next? But you'll save that for Gamescom or something.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Ralph, thank you so much for giving us a sneak preview.
Not at all.
And congratulations on joining the Xbox family. Lots of great stuff.